Light, flaky, crispy, and perfectly golden on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. That's how every Jamaican fried dumpling should be. Give me 5 minutes of your time, and I'm going to show you how to create these golden, delicious morsels at home using just a few ingredients.
I'm Sian, and today I'm showing you how to make fried dumplings, Jamaican style fried dumplings.
Now, to get started, there are a few ingredients that you will need. There's all-purpose flour and cornmeal. The cornmeal is optional, but you can find the full recipe on my blog at sianscooking.com. Next, get a little salt and some baking powder. The measurement I use is 1 teaspoon of baking powder for every cup of all-purpose flour. If you're using self-rising flour, skip the baking powder. You don't need it. Next, you will need some sugar and some water. You can use half water, half milk for a lighter, crispier dumpling, but be careful, milk burns quickly. Once you have all your ingredients together, then go ahead, take your ingredients and combine them. It doesn't really matter in what order, as long as the ingredients are evenly blended. And once you have all the dry ingredients mixed together, grab your liquid, your water, and
Slowly, very slowly pour in the water while you're mixing the dough together. If you're unsure if it's too much water, even after you follow the recipe that's on the blog, then pour, stop, mix, and go back to pouring again. Because remember, you can put in, but you can't take out. So, mix. And you want to pour enough water to absorb most of the flour, not all of the flour. In this case, I didn't measure it just because I can eyeball it. I'm pretty good at this stuff. So, if you should you happen to put too much flour or too much water into your dumpling mix, all you do is 1 tablespoon. You just add in a little extra flour, mix it up, and see what you get. The dough should be dry and manageable. This, if you look, it's sticking to my hands. That's too sticky. What you're looking for is a dry dough. And if it's just 1 or 2 tablespoons of flour, you don't need to add more baking powder. If you're adding more than 2 tablespoons of flour, then 3 tablespoons, quarter cup. So remember, add another quarter cup of baking powder. 1 or 2 won't really affect the texture of your dumpling much. If you're using self-rising flour, do not use baking powder or any leavening at all. Leavening is what makes the dough rise. So now,
what you're aiming for is a dough that is dry and soft and easily to manage. It doesn't stick to your hands and it comes apart easily. Here,
if you see, my hands are clean, it's manageable, it doesn't stick to my hand. The next thing, tear your dumpling into small pieces. Typically, dumplings are a lot bigger. Me, I like dainty food, don't ask me why, but I like neat little bits of food, 1 bite.
once you have all your dough torn into small pieces, what you'll need to do is form the dumplings. So grab a piece, lay it flat on the palm of your hand, and just rub it together between your 2 hands in a circular motion to tighten it up. Once you're satisfied with the tightness, a minute or so, then drop it in a bowl. Repeat the process over and over again until all the dough is formed into little round balls. A couple minutes before you're done, then when you're almost done, turn your fire on medium, grab your skillet or your frying pan, pour the oil in and let it heat up for 2-3 minutes. And then once the oil is hot until it's almost shimmery, grab your dumplings and slowly lower each one into, leave enough room for the dumplings to expand as they fry. Now, once you have the space filled in, let the dumplings fry on the first side for about 3 minutes. You should get a nice golden color. Use a fork and flip one over just to give it a test and see what it looks like. Once you're satisfied that it's golden enough, then flip them all over. Let it cook on the second side for a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Once your dumplings are golden all over, then use a fork or slotted spoon, preferably a fork, and carefully take each one out of the oil and put it in a dry bowl. Now, as you remove the cooked dumplings from the oil, you can fill in the space with the uncooked dumplings. Once most of your dumplings are removed, lower the heat so they don't burn. They'll burn more quickly. Once you're done, your dumplings should all be soft and chewy on the inside and light and crispy on the outside.